How cool would it be if you could see who clicked on your pay-per-click ad by their first name, last name, and phone number? That's this week on Think Tank Tuesday. Hi, I'm Paul Potratz, and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. Let me roll the clock back. So it was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I'm sitting in Vegas. I have no idea what time it was, but I remember I was sitting with 3 or 4 guys, and they said, "Paul, is there any way you can tell me who's clicking on my pay-per-click ad?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we can tell you who's clicking on it." And he said, "No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Can you tell me the person's name that's clicking on my pay-per-click ad?" I kind of sat there and I thought and I said, no, I can't. I really can't. I kind of can, but I really can't. So it really got confusing, and this has been very confusing for a lot of people for a number of years. And I know that there's a buzzword out there right now called attribution, but let's just back up for a moment. Let's assume for a moment that you're spending money on Google and you're running a search campaign or you're running a Facebook campaign, whatever it is, you're spending money on digital advertising. How helpful would it be if you were able to track the individuals that click on the ads, come to your website and fill in a form? And I don't mean just track where you see some numbers and some clicks. I mean being able to track them by their first name, possibly their social media profiles, their email address, their phone number, I'm going to show it to you in a minute. It is possible. It's definitely possible. And it amazes me that this day and time that I talk to so many business owners that are doing digital marketing, that they have some vendor and there's no transparency. Another buzzword, transparency. But in so many vendors, they use the words like, "Oh, that's proprietary information." No, it's really not. And it's easier to do than you think, and we're doing it. But I'm going to show you a little more specifics of what I mean. So last week, by the way, if you didn't watch the video last week about inbound marketing, marketing automation, I probably shouldn't have even said it. Just you need to watch the video last week because I got a lot of comments, a lot of emails, which brought this point because people seen something on the screen that I didn't want to go into because I didn't want to do a squirrel moment, and they asked me about it, so I figured why not? So I'm going to show you what I mean specifically. So this is a list in our platform, and it's called our AdWords campaign attribution. So we run an AdWords campaign, somebody clicks the ad, but let me just warn you right here. I am not able, just be clear, I am not able to collect 100% of the person's information. What I'm really telling you is I don't collect every individual that clicks the ad. The only time I can collect their information is when they volunteer the information, which, by the way, let me show you. This is just a short campaign, so scrolling on this, you can kind of see the dates, like 8 days, 11 days, 3 weeks, what's going on. So we're tracking a lot of the information, a lot of individuals. All of these individuals came through from a pay-per-click campaign, all of them. So you can kind of see what's going on, that we're able to click, or not click, but capture that information. So we have 107 people that we've captured their information. We have first name, last name on many of them, or first name. So we're capturing information. So let me go into it just a little more. So for example, like Reynolds, so when we go to Reynolds here, so what I've done is I have his first name, but I have his Twitter profile, I have his LinkedIn profile, and I have his Facebook profile. But understand, this was because of a pay-per-click campaign. So now I can give value to my pay-per-click campaign. I can feel good about the money that I'm spending on and I keep on saying pay-per-click, but it can be a Facebook ad. It can be any type of advertising. It can be display advertising. It does not matter. So I have his information, I have his email address, I have 2 different phone numbers, and then it goes when it went into the CRM. So I know it's into the CRM, and he has a lead score of 46. But if I click on Life of the Lead, you'll see on April 29th, what happened is he came in, he's interested in a Honda Civic lease. And it was the special offers on the Honda Civic lease. So what I'm telling you right now is we have a campaign, a digital marketing campaign, pay-per-click campaign, whatever, that's running And it was a Honda lease offer. He clicked on that ad, he came to the website, he filled in the form, and we've connected all the dots. Just let that sit for a moment. Would that change your strategy? Would that change the way you do your marketing strategies? You bet it will. All right, so let's go into it a little farther. I captured his IP address right here. You see it comes from Google, but I want to go into, well, let's just go into the memberships here and talk about that. So I can see by his device, what device he came through, an iPhone, I can see all that cool stuff. So it pretty much tells you everything you need to know. So do this. What I want you to do is, if you find this really interesting, share this video with somebody. Forward it to somebody and say, I told you it was possible, because it is possible. So share this video. Any questions, put it in the comments, and be sure and watch the video last week, because it's really a build up to this, and I'll see you next week.